Have you ever wondered, is it possible for a man to have too high of a sex drive? I'm a urologist and pelvic surgeon, and today we're going to talk about increased libido. So when we talk about having a higher sex drive, in medicine we call this hypersexuality or hyperlibido. And this is actually a very common problem that affects up to 4 to 6% of men. So many men desire sex more frequently than their partners. And this can lead to a lot of distress, can cause problems in your relationships, and cause a lot of interpersonal issues. So what exactly causes this hypersexuality? Well, in most cases, it's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it can be a good thing. So sometimes having improved blood flow to the genitals and overall improved well-being can lead to a higher sex drive or libido. And this is most commonly seen after taking medications like Viagra or Cialis, or even testosterone. And so if you're on one of these medications, if you're taking it for the right indication, and you're having more frequent, satisfying sexual encounters, that can be perfectly normal. You can have a higher sex drive. Other things that can cause this hypersexuality include having low testosterone or other hormonal imbalances. Certain medications like antidepressants or antihistamines can also cause a higher sex drive. And lastly, certain medical conditions like spinal cord injury or multiple sclerosis can also cause an increase in libido. However, there are certain things that can make this worse. So if you already have a high sex drive and you're engaging in lots of high-risk behaviors, meaning you're having a lot of unprotected sex or having multiple partners, this can increase your risk of getting a sexually transmitted infection. Also, if you're having difficulty getting erections because of performance issues like erectile dysfunction, this can also make it worse. And lastly, if you have any sort of pain with intercourse, this can also contribute to difficulties. So if you're suffering from this and you feel like your sex drive is out of control, there are certain things that you can do to help with this. First and foremost, if you haven't already, you need to see your primary care doctor and get a full checkup. Make sure there aren't any medical conditions that need to be addressed. Also make sure that your medications are not contributing to this issue. And lastly, if you've watched my other videos on sexual health, you know that the mind is a powerful tool. And so sometimes our thoughts and our feelings can really impact our sexual function. And so addressing those with a therapist or a counselor may also be helpful. All right, thank you so much for watching as always. Remember to take care of yourself because you're worth it.